Hey there everybody, Jason here, and I was actually going to do like a continuation of a video that I'd done previously, but apparently I lost that footage. I didn't lose it, I deleted it by complete accident. I clean up like all my edited videos, and it just so happened that I thought that this particular part of the video was already done. Anyway, if you hadn't already read the title, basically this one is about the Pokemon Sun and Moon Z-Ring, the one made by Tomy. So this is not like part of the game, this is actually like the physical Z-Ring toy that released alongside Pokemon Sun and Moon. So unfortunately I can't do the unboxing because I don't have the box anymore, and it's already open, so the whole point there is it's null and void. Either way, the Z-Ring toy that itself came with 3 Z crystals. It was the water, grass, and fire crystals. And the whole thing with this one is that it comes with like 2 different modes. One mode is a roleplay mode where basically you can change the crystals and just have it do whatever you want when you want it to. And then the other one is 3DS mode, which it basically links to the 3DS and then lights up and vibrates and makes noise when you have it linked up, which is kind of why I wanted to get it. Plus it's a Pokemon toy, and I'm just like, well, why not? So basically the whole thing is that when you push the button that's on the side right here, it activates the crystal. I just switched it into roleplay mode, so obviously it lit up blue. The crystal is green. That was incorrect. But if I push the button, it's going to light up green. It's going to play like a grass type sound. The crystal itself lights up and everything like that. And then if I change the crystal, which all you have to do is just sort of click the button and then pull it out. And then... So as you can see, that's what happens when you don't have anything in there. And I just lost a crystal somehow. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it'll do stuff even if you don't have a crystal in there, like you just saw, but when you put in like the actual crystal, it lights up and then does different things. So it makes different sounds, has a different vibration pattern, and then also makes different lights. So it's capable of a lot of different stuff, which is cool. So here's the last one. And this is the fire crystal. So it lights up red, makes kind of like a flame type noise. But anyway, so there's that. And then as far as like actually wearing the thing, it comes apart right here, and then there's a little elastic band that you can use to basically, like, even if it was to come open, it would stay attached to your wrist, which is actually quite nice. Very good thinking on their part, and also works really well for kids. You know, the intended target of this toy. But anyway, so you wrap that around and then just close it, and it stays pretty much on your wrist. I don't quite know what this is for. I know that this is the battery compartment. I'm not sure if it looks like it has some sort of like diode or something in there, but what it does, I don't actually know. So the actual ring itself allows you to basically hold up to 7 different crystals, and so that's what we're going to talk about now, the different crystals. So what I was waiting for is I was actually waiting for the different crystals to actually release, because I was going to see if I could do an unboxing of those, and then also sort of play around with them a little bit more. And then I was also waiting to see if I could get to the point in the game where I actually had a Z-Ring that I could actually use in-game and then show like how it actually works that way. So I'm going to take this off because it's a little bit uncomfortable. Like, it works. I personally don't need I don't personally need to wear the elastic band because like my wrist is basically like just the right size. Like it sort of like wiggles around a little bit more, but it fits on me just like that. The elastic band would be great if you were a kid, because as you can see, like, it's nice and small, so it's going to hold a nice small kid's wrist in there and then allow it to not just like fall all the way to their elbow or just like fall off when they put their arm down. So I'm just going to put this off to the side because I have these guys. So these are the Z-Ring 3-pack, well, crystal 3-packs. I was not aware that they were only releasing 3 of them, because there's 18 total ones that you can get. So there's 3, 6, 9, and then 12. So there's 6 that are still nowhere to be found, which is, again, sort of a little bit confusing, but that's okay. So we're just going to crack into these. There's nothing really to be said here. It says power up your Pokemon with Z moves. And then the ones that I have here in this box is Normalium Z, Fightinium Z, and then Electrium Z. So white, orange, and yellow. It's the best way to get into these things. And if you've played any part of the game, you'll know that the normal type Z Crystal is the one that you actually get first. So that's the one that we're going to play around with, because I should have a Z move that makes that one react. And then in this one here, we've got the Ghostium Z, the Bugnium Z, and the Darknium Z. So these ones are actually cool. I like the purple color. I don't know why they didn't just come out with all of them at once, though. I mean, if there's 6 that are still left, like, why release them separately? It's not like people won't have those like Pokemon types available to them before these ones come out. I can't even find any information on them. So I'm just gonna have to hope that they come out eventually, and then I can find them and pick them up. All right. Okay, I was talking, so I failed that one. So right here I've got the Celium Z, the Rocknium Z, and then the Poisonium. Oh, that's a weird word. Like Z crystals and those Megastones, they're not fun words to say sometimes. Okay, so I now have a wide assortment of Z crystals, which is actually kind of nice. I like that. That is fun. I'm just gonna throw these away. Okay, so they're all basically the same, except for the fact that they're different colors. They're obviously going to light up differently, and the inside here has like a different little emblem. So I'm not going to necessarily go through all of them. Basically, I'm just going to try a couple and see what they are, and then we're going to try to see how it sort of pairs with the 3DS. I tried my hardest to look up like when the next set of Z rings are going to come out, or the crystals, but I couldn't find anything. Okay, so this is the electric one. Kind of makes like a little zap. I'm realizing that the overall way that the Z ring like is used when you push the button, it stays basically the same. So I'm hoping that it's a little bit different, like when we use like the in-game portion of it. Okay. So this is the Bugnium. So it makes like a little buzz. All right, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna plug this in and I'm gonna do the Normalium, because that's the one that I have currently. So let's plug that in. Just a few punching noises, lights up white. All right, so I don't have to wear this to make this work, so I'm actually gonna reorient the camera and we're just gonna take a look at this together, shall we? Mind the step. Okay, so put those Z crystals over there, put that right there, that way we can see it. Alright, so I've got my 3DS, and I know that you can't probably see the screen that well, and I'm honestly not too concerned with it. The whole thing that we're watching is this guy right here, so I'm going to get myself into a battle. This is Pokemon Sun, by the way. It's not the one that I'm playing through on my channel, this is the one that I'm playing through like on my own time. So looks like we're fighting against a Spearow. Get the battle noise in there, shall we? Okay, so I'm using a Grubbin right now, a little cute Pokemon. So Normalium only reacts if you have a normal type move. And as you can see, I've got Vice Grip, which is normal type, and then I've got my Z Power because I've already equipped Grubbin with the Z Crystal. So I'm gonna hit Z Power. Oh wait, let me back out of that. I forgot that this needs to be switched to the. Okay, so this is on the actual 3DS mode. So Z Power. Let's try Breakneck Blitz. Let's see what actually happens, shall we? We'll see. Okay, give me just a second. I'm gonna I'm gonna reset this. Oh, what? Okay, I want to try that again. Sorry, I was afraid that nothing was going to happen, but then eventually it actually did. So, as you can see, like, all it needs to be done is this needs to be switched over to the right thing, and that's it. So, I'm going to get into another battle. Got another Spearow. It's like all I've been fighting lately. I've been going through like the Route 3, and like the Pokemon that appear in the shadows are only Spearow. Alright, so Z Power. Okay, so it lit up as soon as I hit Z Power. So let's go Breakneck Blitz again. And it's already doing things. And it's vibrating the entire time too. And it seems to be vibrating like in tune with everything that's going on. And then also increasing its vibration level when it needs to. So there's that. I'm tempted to pause. I don't think it's going to really change anything, but let me just go in here and we're just going to move the held item to a different Pokemon. So we're going to take the held item and we're going to put it on Munchlax. Because he has basically nothing but normal type moves. And you know what? We should actually put Munchlax in front. Okay. So let's get into another battle. Again, it's another freaking Spearow. I'm gonna leave this on the table so that like you can actually hear it vibrate too. Just so you can like tell like what level of vibration it actually has. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do Z Power and see it automatically lights up. And so I've got Breakneck Blitz, Z Metronome, and Breakneck Blitz. So these are both the same. It's going to do exactly the same thing as what it did with the previous Pokemon. So we're just going to use Z Metronome and see what happens when we use a different type of move. So he's just powering up. So just basically using Z-Tickle. So his attack fell and defense fell. By like how much? And it's just like 1 point. So I don't know if there was like any other way that that could have gone for us, but as you can see, it wasn't as long and drawn out as the previous one. It basically just, it went through the motions, it lit up, did its thing, made its noise, and then it was over. But yeah, there's that. So basically, that's it. I won't be able to really do anything else until I get more Z crystals inside the actual game. But as far as like how this works, that's basically it. It's a nice, easy way to set up. Like, I was curious as to like how you linked this with the 3DS, but thankfully it's just a matter of just making sure that it's on option number 1, having the crystal that you want attached to it, and then blah. Let's do one more test, so to see what actually happens. So I'm gonna run from the, well, actually no, I'm just gonna kick his ass. Give me just a second. I'm going to pause the video, and when I come back, I'll be in a different battle. But yeah, be right back. Okay, I'm back. This time I've got the, I think it's the Poisonium crystal plugged in, and I've still got it attached to my 3DS. So if I hit Z power, see, it lights up. And then I'm going to do Z metronome again, because why not? Let's take a look and see what happens. So it still lights up. But what it's not doing is it's not lighting up the actual crystal itself. So I used Z Iron Defense. Okay. I wonder what kind of effect. It's just interesting. Anyway, I noticed one other thing when I was actually doing this. I noticed what this one actually is down here. Why don't we just get rid of this Spearow, which again, it's a Spearow, by the way. I need not emphasize the fact that I've been fighting nothing but Spearow. But yeah, I actually figured out what this actually does. Or at least I think I know what this actually does. So I'm going to get through this. Give it just a second. I'll probably just fast forward through it. So there we go. The Normalium is back. We're just gonna run through another little patch of grass here. Okay, why is it not doing it? Either way, this lit up. It basically glows a little like whitish yellow color. I have no idea like why it did it. I thought that that was basically just it communicating with the actual Z-Ring itself. I'm going to mess around with this a little bit. I'm going to see if I can't actually get it to work. Because like this is an actual light. Like it actually did a thing. But as far as like... See, now it's not even communicating. I'm also wondering, like, if it did do it during any of the time that I was previously trying this out, how did I not notice it? There you go. Now, what it actually means, I have no real idea, but it does actually light up. It's like, I feel like it's trying to communicate. Like, I feel like this is like its way of like transferring data. Like, because what I did to activate that is I pushed and held the button, but what it actually means, I don't know. Because I swear to God, I actually tried doing that while I was doing all of this too. So let's try to see if we can activate it again. I'm going to push and hold the button. No, it lit up red that time. Again, lit up red. Okay, let's remove this guy and see if it was just for being like empty. So push and hold the button. No, see, that's the wrong thing again. That's okay. I'm going to say a thing, make it happen, and then see if I can't repeat it. I can't repeat it. Alright. Well, most of the stuff that happened during me trying to figure this out won't show up. I'm just going to speed through it. But anyway, there you go. That's what this is. Either way, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully, this was sort of partially informative as far as like how these things actually work and what they're actually for. It is basically just an accessory. It's not going to do anything other than give a little bit of a vibration feedback while you're playing the game, and that's about it. Like, it's not required. It's definitely not going to unlock a Z crystal for you early, just because you push the button with it in your actual like when it's connected to your game. It's not going to do anything like that. So, because that's an actual rumor that I've heard. But anyway, that's it. I'm going to post a link. Well, actually, no, I'm using the new end card. So, in this corners or something like that, there's going to be either my newest release video, or it's going to be also a related video, and then the subscribe button. Because, yeah, subscribe. Let me know with a subscribe that you like what I'm doing. But yeah, we'll see you guys later. Sorry for the awkwardness of this video. It's this freaking yellow light, I swear to God. If I could just... Bye. I'm done with this thing.